All right, this is Peter Emerson coming at Larry Dean of Trytan with a little bit of Everest. Larry was gracious enough to send me the track and gave me a preview listen to it, and man, it is incredible. It's a lot of fun, and it's very emotional, and it's incredibly well produced, and a great ride. And you're in for all of 10 minutes and 50 seconds worth of it. So buckle up and enjoy the ride here. All right, so this is Trytan Everest. Lots of drama going on at the top. We get this radio call back and forth between what seems to be base camp and this guy John that is stuck on the side of the mountain.
Come in, John. You there?
Above the line where he's in danger, and he's feeling down and feeling like he needs to give up. Well, he's got a voice coming at him, telling him that he can do it, that he can make it, that he can persevere. And that, I think, is the message of this song. And it's a great message. So right at the top, all of this synthesizer stuff that we get, all of this pad stuff and this dialogue back and forth just sets this scene so well. The great opening riffs. We'd, of course, expect nothing but great riffs from Larry. But these opening riffs on the guitar are really very, very cool. I'm not a guitar player, but I imagine it would be really fun to play this on guitar. So fantastic stuff. And I absolutely love it when the synth comes in and starts doubling that line and then just kind of changes it a little bit to complement it. It's really, really great work by Eric Gillette, and we'll come back and talk about Eric in just a little bit. But it's really very, very cool. And I've got just a little bit of a sample here because I'm such a keyboard nerd and I have to just absolutely jump in. So here's a little quick break. 2, 3, 4. All right, and we're back from that break, and you can see that this keyboard line on this synth, I don't know if Eric played it on a keytar, but it would be infinitely cool with a keytar live on stage. I'm just saying that out loud, Larry, and you may happen to know somebody that's willing to do that for you. Give him a call if the spirit moves you. But anyway, this is this great line that just opens up and just sings, and then we go into the main part of the song here. We get this, what is it? This change in energy, like all of a sudden we've got this support and this love and this feel that, hey, we can do this. The sound of this blew me away because it really harkens back to what you would expect to hear groove-wise, harmony-wise, tone-wise, and all of that. It really pays respect to Rush and to Triumph, and a little bit of Styx with the keyboards in there, perhaps, in a way that I know that would be near and dear to Larry's heart, and that really comes through with this as well. It doesn't feel dated, however. It feels modern, and it feels forward-thinking and rocking, but with a nod to those guys for sure, at least in my perception of what's going on. It gets into a time change and a feel change, and that's really, really awesome. And then that sets up the guitar solo. Guitar solo, incredibly well done, incredibly well thought out and constructed. speaking of that, the whole song has this really great sonic space set up where the vocals are right in the middle, and you feel the guitars on the side, and there's space for everything. It's not cluttered. Certainly, Eric knows what he's doing in the studio, and he's got a real great ear for creating that space in here, in those tones and that style. It's really, really amazing. I'm gonna assume that that Eric played drums and keyboards on this. I'm also going to assume that perhaps he played bass on this as well. And there's a really, really great moment towards the end where there's this little bass feature that is just so tasty. And it's maybe, I don't want to say it, a little too hip for the room, but it's very, very cool. And I'm going to go back and listen to that over and over just to see what that is. And I'd love to pick the brain of the player that came up with that line, and how that lays on the guitar, or the bass guitar rather. Seems a mystery to me. But I would love to dig into that a little better. The keyboard solo was really pretty awesome as well, and as you would expect. And then they have this moment where it's going back and forth between guitar and keyboard. And perhaps in a way you could think, well, maybe that's a dialogue between the rescuers and the rescuee up on the mountain. Perhaps. I don't know if they were thinking of that at the moment, but this is really, really kind of back and forth. And it's not that one is dark and gloomy and the other one is bright and positive, but it's perhaps that they're two voices that are talking to each other because they know they're coming together to achieve this rescue of this person that's in distress. Maybe I'm reading into that too much, but it seems like a great idea, and it seems really cool. So the back and forth was awesome, and the stop time solo breaks to achieve some of that were really cool as well. There was a feel change toward the end, and it felt really natural in there, and it felt like something that you would expect in one of the longer form Rush songs or progressive songs, obviously, because it's going to have these different sections in it that seem to be these different ideas, but it really did flow very well from one idea to the next, and sounded great doing it. And when it came back, and that's at the end of that is where that really great bass line feature was. And then the return to the opening riff that we get, and including that little keyboard augmentation, it was very, very satisfying to wrap things up for us at the end. So great storytelling from Larry, great vocal performance, great guitar tracks. You'd expect nothing less. Eric Gillette is a genius, obviously, and can basically do anything. And the pairing of these two together is wonderful, beautiful, God-centered, and worthy of your time and your energy to take a listen to this. So I would encourage everyone to go out and do so. It's going to drop very soon if it hasn't dropped already. And God bless Larry for doing this, and bless him for, and thank you for sharing it with me and entrusting me with this creative project. So blessings to all of you, and thank you very much for listening to this if you did, and share it with your friends. Thank you very much.